it's Rebecca. Thank you so much for joining me for today's video. Today's video is going to be my wrap up for my May mask challenge. If you guys are new around here or newer around here, I started this thing called a May mask challenge, in which it is a challenge in which you're trying to mask every single day for the month of May. Originally created by Lisa Stevens. I don't know if she makes videos anymore. This was a few years back. I no longer follow her, but I still do this every single May, every single year, just because the idea of this started because she was accumulating a lot of face masks and she wasn't using them. So that's why she started this challenge. And well, you guys probably know me. I like to hoard stuff. So I'm trying to get better at, you know, using up what I have and not buying anything and not bringing anything in. So this year, in previous years, I've used a lot of sheet masks because that's what I have. And this year I didn't have any sheet masks really. All I had was like potted or masks that came in tubes. So I don't have 31 masks finished, but I did finish a ton. If I counted correctly, I finished 9 masks. 11. I actually finished 11 masks. And I'm just gonna give you guys the run through so you guys know what I used up. So I'm going to start first with the kind of one-time use, and then I'm gonna go up until for the other stuff. So the first mask that I finished, I count this as one. It's not actually a face mask. They're like face patches, and they are from Skin Iceland. And you had the under eye patches. You had the smile line patches and the forehead patch. I used all of these at once, therefore counting as one use. I don't really like these. I think, or maybe I just don't have the kind of skin that this would help. They're supposed to smooth out, you know, fine lines and wrinkles, but I don't really have like forehead wrinkles or like big prominent smile lines. I don't know, I just feel like these are kind of pricey and I don't feel like they do much. Then I have 3 masks here that Sylvia, a subscriber, she sent to me in a goodie box. Excuse me. The first one is from Tony Moly. This is the Golden Pig Collagen Bounce Mask. Super cute mask, the packaging, and it was a really nice mask. It was kind of a gel on your face. It felt really nice afterwards. My skin was really moisturized, but I don't know if it did anything anti-aging wise, which is something that I look forward to. But it was a nice mask to have. I wouldn't mind using it again if I came across it. Then I have 2 masks from Freeman. The first one was the Purifier Avocado and Oatmeal. I was reading the French side. Avocado and Oatmeal Clay Mask. This one was really nice. I got 2 masks, I think, out of this one. And I just realized I forgot a mask. I'll go get it right now. But yeah, this was really nice. This is it's a purifying mask, so it dried out. This though, however, when it dried out, I couldn't see like the dark spots like you get with certain purifying masks when the mask dries out, and then especially around your nose, you see like the black dots. That didn't happen with this one. So unfortunately, I don't think I would repurchase this one, but it was nice to try. This one, however, the Deep Cleaning Seaweed and Sea Salt, I used it once. This is still very full, but I couldn't use it. And I lasted like a minute on my face. This mask smells great. Same formula or consistency as the avocado one that I just showed you guys. But this one started tingling. And I was like, okay, it's acting. But not even, I swear, maybe after 30 seconds, this was stinging my face so bad. I couldn't stand it. I started kind of like doing this, like with my nail, kind of like trying to scratch my skin. But it was burning so bad. And it's just, my eyes started watering and I had to take it off. You're supposed to leave it for not very long, 3 to 5 minutes, but like I said, after about a minute, my skin was on fire. I had to take it off. So unfortunately, this didn't work for me. And I don't consider myself as having sensitive skin. Maybe I was just being a weenie that day and I couldn't tolerate this, but yeah, unfortunately, used it that one time and that's it. I didn't even attempt to use the rest because, like I said, it burned really, really bad and really, really hurt. And that's it for, well, kind of, sort of, the mask in packages. I used up also this Dermadoctor Kakadu C Amethyst Clay Detox Mask. I had 2 in here. This box comes with 3 packets, but I only had 2. And I used those up, 1 for each use. This one was nice. It smelled kind of nice, but this is another detox mask that I didn't really care for. I feel like I didn't see any noticeable difference with these. And so I don't know if it's because they're older. This was in my May Mask challenge last year and I didn't use it up. So it's been well over 2 years that I've had this. Yeah, I don't really remember much about how I felt about this one, so I don't think it was that great. Then another mask that I know, and you guys know probably if you've been with me for a while, that I don't care about is the Boscia Black Luminizing Black Mask. This is a peel-off mask. I just feel like the peel-off masks don't do anything other than like wax your face. If you have a little bit of like hair or peach fuzz on your face, this will peel it off. Sometimes I would put it too close to my eyebrows, and when I was trying to peel it off, like it would pull my eyebrow hairs. It hurt really bad. But yeah, I feel like these don't do anything. I think like I have another one. I'll use it eventually, but it's not something that I will seek out to purchase in the full size. I just don't like it. Another mask that that was left over from last year's May Mask challenge was this Boscia Charcoal Pore Pudding Intensive Wash Off Treatment. This was one of those that it was a black and white cream that was kind of swirled in there, and then it mixed together when you put it on your face. This was really nice. It didn't dry out my skin. I love how this smells. I could smell it. I don't know, like it smells clean. I don't know how else to explain it, but it smells really nice. Didn't irritate my skin. Left my skin feeling very smooth and soft afterwards. This is a nice mask. I would consider buying this in the full size. I quite enjoyed it. Last year I pulled it out because I felt like I had too many detoxifying masks or clarifying masks in my rotation, so I felt like my skin was getting really dried out. So I pulled these out last year, and since they were like halfway used, that's why I put them in this year. But this one was a nice mask. It did a good job. I liked it. I would consider repurchasing. One mask that I know that I love, and I've used many samples of this before and I would love to buy it again, is the Glow Recipe Avocado Melt Retinol Sleeping Mask. This was a mini, and it's funny because I didn't realize how long I've had this mask, but I remember whenever I used this mask before, the cream itself is a very bright, vibrant green, kind of like the color of the packaging. But because I've had it in my collection for a while, when I opened it to use it up, it was starting to turn brown like avocados do when you've had them for a long time. So I thought that was interesting that this started turning brown like the real avocados. But I still used it up. It's a nice mask to have when you're tired, you've had a long day, you don't feel like dealing with like real masks like the ones I'm showing you. So you just wash your face, put this on, go to bed, and you're like masking overnight. I really love this. My face the next morning, whenever I use this, was really soft. I did notice that it wasn't greasy. Afterwards, sometimes when I do a sleeping mask, I feel like I need to like wash my face off because I feel like there's a layer like over my skin. Not with this. This really does absorb really well into the skin. I love this mask from Glow Recipe. I've used the watermelon one and I'm not a fan of that one, but this one I really do enjoy. Then another tub that I have here is from Mario Badescu. This is the Enzyme Revitalizing Mask for skin types C, D, and S. I don't know what that means, but this was a white cream. You can't even see anything, but there you go. And I, what do you call it? I really enjoyed this one. I had to put it for like 20 minutes. Yeah, I think this was the longest mask that I had to leave on in order for it to have, I guess, its benefits or what it's supposed to do to my skin. But yeah, it was really nice. My skin was after I rinsed it, it was very smooth, very soft, very bright. Really, really enjoyed this mask. I think it's probably one of the cheaper ones that I have here because it's Mario Badescu. I would highly recommend this one and consider buying this in the full size. I think this is a great one. Then I have two masks that were both moisturizing masks, just because since I had a lot of clarifying masks around here, I wanted to make sure that I was adding some masks that added some moisture back from all the drying masks that I was doing. So the first one is from Ren. This is the Ever Calm Rescue Comforting Rescue Mask. This one you left for 10 to 15 minutes. I usually left there for around 13 minutes. But yeah, this one was nice. It was very thick, lotion type consistency. I feel like I should have gone with 10 minutes because at the 13-minute mark, it felt like it had like dried out completely. So I kind of did struggle a little bit to rinse it off my face. I do use one of those cellulose sponges, the ones that come really compressed, and once you wet them, they expand. So I did use those to remove these kinds of masks, just because it was really drying, like it would really dry on the skin, and I didn't want to scrub all that with a towel or anything like that. So this one was okay. I wouldn't care to buy it again in the full size. If I got it in a gift with purchase or in a goodie bag, that's something else, but that's not something that I would try to purchase in the full size. Then I have the First Aid Beauty Ultra Repair Instant Oatmeal Mask. This was a 10-minute mask. This one was full, maybe like halfway through. It wasn't even full to the top. This one it was full all the way to the top. I used it like 5 or 6 times, I think. So it's pretty good amount of product that you get in this tube. This is a 1 fluid ounce, and I really did enjoy this. You do have to apply a thick layer onto the skin, but by the time you have to take it off, it's not dry and caked on your skin like the Ren one. This one still feels like wet on the skin, so it's easier to remove, which is with warm water and your hands. This one was really nice, but I did notice that it was a little too moisturizing. Like I felt like my skin was kind of even like not oily, but it didn't feel like, it felt like if I had just put lotion on, like slippery. Like I don't know how to explain it. With this one, once I rinsed it, like my skin felt like wet skin. But this one, it felt like it had left like a little bit of a barrier between my skin, like over my skin. So I think it's the actual mask that penetrated and left it moisturized. Like I wouldn't have had to apply moisturizer after using this one, because it felt like I had already applied moisturizer. So it's a really nice mask. I'm not a fan of the moisturizer that they have. I just don't think it's a good one, and I really don't care for the coconut primer moisturizer that I've used. So I didn't have like a lot of faith in First Aid Beauty skincare, but this mask, I really did enjoy it. I would actually consider buying this in the full size. And then last but not least, the mask that I forgot to bring is this mask from Peter Thomas Roth. This is a pumpkin enzyme mask. I've used this mask before and I really do enjoy it. I don't know about you guys, but whenever I use this mask, it feels like a little tingly on my skin, like a little, like it burns the skin a little bit. I only used it the last day, just because I had run out of masks. If I hadn't had to throw the rest of this mask away, I would have had enough masks, but because I only got one use out of that, I had the last day of my mask challenge. I didn't have anything to put on my face, so I pulled this one out. So I only got one use out of this, but like I said, I've used it before and I really do enjoy it. It left my skin very soft, and I would continue using it. Overall, the masks that I've used from Peter Thomas Roth in general, they've been really good. And then just so you guys know, I applied all my masks with this brush right here. This is from Dr. Brent. Last year, 1 year, I used a mask from Peter Thomas Roth and it came with this brush. So once I finished that mask, of course I threw that away, but I kept the brush. And so this is what I was using to apply on my skin to make the application a little bit more even. And then with certain masks, this is the sponge that I was telling you guys about. I bought a pack from Amazon, And so once these are dry, when they're brand new, they're like super skinny, but then once you wet them, they expand. So use this one to put it on, use this one to take it off. And overall, my skin is just loving it. Like every year I say I'm gonna continue masking throughout the year, but I never do. But my skin is super soft, super supple. I think it's just the hydration and the extra like TLC and all the ingredients that I have here in these masks that help draw out impurities, bring back moisture, add, I don't know, retexturizing like the enzyme one, and I don't know, it's just, my skin just loves it. I don't know what else to say other than I love it. For now, that's all I have. Thank you guys so much for following along, or all of you guys that were following along on Instagram, thank you so much. I always think it's funny because whenever I start this challenge, like my pictures have like hundreds of likes, like 200, 300 likes, and then by the end of the month, it's like people are getting tired of my face and there's only like 60, 70 likes in the pictures. I just thought it was funny. But yeah, don't worry guys, you guys will get a break from me on Instagram. I don't usually post very often, except on my mask challenge. I do post every day. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this update and this journey. Thank you guys for coming along, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.